All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Geopolitical Trends, where the truth matters. Today, on this January 15th, very, very excited to be with you here. Even though it's snowing here in Texas, a lot of people think in Texas it's always dry and all that. No, it can snow here, so it's snowing. I'll share a picture with you later on, guys. So, anyway, very, very excited to be with you here. Like we're gonna do the same. I'm gonna talk for about probably 30 minutes. Then we'll head out to the uh, uh, other platform where I will have to detail some other stuff that I can't even show the pictures here. So make sure to join me on the other location later on, and I'm gonna post all this for you. And like always, I would like to see. Oh, hi, Joby from Washington State. Good to see you. Willie Holman, my neighbor from Arkansas. Good to see you. Boone, good to see you as always. And thank you very much, Boone, for your super sticker last time. I didn't see it till after I logged off. So thank you so much for that. Uh, so very, very excited to see some of you here. Muslim Revert, good to see you back. Markup, good to see you. Wow. Guess where this gentleman from? Look at it, guys. Cape Town, South Africa. Good to have you here with us in the community. Thank you for being here. So if this is your first time here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and share it with others as always. Aparichi J, you wrote, hello, Doc. I love your insights. Thank you very much. So it's a learning process for all of us here. So very excited to be with you guys. Let me talk to you first of all about what we're going to be covering today. Then I'll do the questions. Then we'll go into the headlines around the world. There are some fascinating developments that's going on. Then I'll get into some sort of a brief analysis just on this sort of a general overview for it. Then I will detail everything on the other location. So I'm going to provide you the link. The link is already in the description of this video on YouTube. So you can just go to the description and you see it says a link to where it's going to be. So what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about Namibia, a country in Africa. I'll provide you the geography and history about it, which is lashing out at Germany for supporting, listen carefully, guys, Star of David's crimes or genocide, whatever term you want to use, in Gaza. You all know what I mean, right? This is how I'm going to be approaching now certain aspects of certain terminology because of how the algorithm picks up on things. So we're going to play games, shall we say, even though it's pathetic that we have to go this way in a country that prey itself on a freedom of speech. But in any event, we got to keep positive energy. That is very, very important. So let me share the questions with you because I need you to think about this as we're going to detail a few things, because history in this particular one, guys, history plays a major role, and you will see why. The president of Namibia just lashed out, and you will see why. So here's the first question. What's behind Namibia lashing out at Germany? Second, did Germany learn anything from history? We all know, right? Third one, is this a sign of the moral degradation of the collective West? Germany is not the only country. We're looking at the West. You look at what just took place in Finland. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch my video that I released on the big channel regarding what Finland now is going to do or allow the US to do inside Finland. So that's what I'm saying. With this question, is this a sign of the moral degradation of the entire West, for that matter? And second, and the last question is Germany collapsing? Because now you're going to have to look at it from both ways, economically and politically. To those who live in Germany, you know what I'm talking about. And I usually do not like to disclose the names of, I know some individuals who live in Germany. If they don't give me the green light to share that, I will not share it. But in any event, those are questions that you ought to think about as I converse or talk about this topic. While I'm at it here, you look at this link here. I'm going to share it with you on the chat box, so you'll have it. For now, let me copy the link, and I'm gonna share it with you guys on the chat box so you can see it right there. This is for the next live stream that I'm gonna be doing soon after I finish this one here. Please make sure you go ahead and share this with others. I would really appreciate it. So some people have a hard time accessing a Rumble and so forth. So anyway, let me remove this link here because we don't need it anymore here. And I'm going to move on with the headlines as to what's going on around the world. But this is something to think about. All of a sudden, Namibia lashing out, it has to be a reason for all this. So, and I'm going to share this with you. For the headlines, we're going to start with the first one that I need to link to my email and share it with you. By the way, here is the, just to share this with you guys, I always like to share things with you because that's how I see it. This is my backyard where I keep my gardens with all the veggies and all that stuff there. So it is snowing here. So, and if you notice, I have a net all over the backyard there. So that's to prevent hawks or whatever from picking up chicken. So that's one, and here's the second one. So it's a very, very snowy. Usually it's surprising, but it happens. It happens right here. So let me share with you, as far as part of the headline, what I'm going to be talking about, because I need you to see it with your own eyes here. So, and I'll replay it for you again. So share the, and of course it's not going to be reported openly. Wow. They took the page out. They took it out, guys, from YouTube, from Twitter. It was a missile that hit a cargo ship. A U.S. cargo ship was hit. Wow. Shame on Elon Musk for doing this. It was just right there. I looked at it this morning. Wow. Yeah, it was a ship that was hit by a missile from the H group, a major one. So I'm going to look for the link elsewhere, and I'll share it with you in the description. If they took it out here, they're going to take it out from the other one. Your browser, your screen, click the screen. Press bar. Wow. Let me see again. And let me try one more time. Because that's surprising if it is. Well, here is another one. Let me share it. Let me share this one with you. It's another one here that I saw. Maybe they will allow it this time. Share screen. Okay. No, it's not there. It's not there. Let me close this. So sorry guys, because it was just there. I checked it before I came on the air here to make sure that you guys can see this one here, but all right, let's try this one last time, because I can't be spending too much time here because we have a lot to cover. Okay. Let me show. It's right there. Right there, guys. Full screen. Right there. This one here. This was attacked. This is a missile that H group has targeted this cargo here. And that's a U.S. cargo. So it just shows you where the story is, because they're not going to be reporting much on it right here in the U.S. So and this is exactly what happened recently. So another story has to do with this one here. Now I do have the pictures for all this. Check this out. By the way, guys, I need to confirm with you that yes, indeed, Gonzalo Lira may he rest in peace, has passed away. It was released statements by the State Department yesterday. Shame on State Departments for when his father reached out to the State Department for the assistance, they never responded. And by the way, it was someone who shared this with me on the other location on R, which I will share with you when I'll go there, as far as the life of Gonzalo Lira. So he's officially dead, just two announcements for it. Here is this one here. What are you looking at, guys? You're looking at North Korea that is now tested. This is a solid fuel missile. And here is the surprise. You know what it has on it? Hypersonic warhead. You all know what it means. For those who understand a little bit of the missile technology and the physics involved and all that stuff. So the latest test, now that North Korea did, ratched up tensions now only days after Kim Jong-un designated South Korea as an enemy of the state. That just shows you right there. This is why I always say this. We cannot attack North Korea. It will be a suicide, and we're nervous about doing it because they have the ICBM, they have the intercontinental ballistic missiles. They can reach the US in no time. So North Korea said it's tested the new solid fuel missile fitted with hypersonic warhead as it continued efforts to develop more powerful, hard to detect weaponry. Here's the thing about this hypersonic warhead. You all know where the technology came from. And that, let me adjust my camera here a little bit. There we go. And that's exactly what is happening. So it's very, very interesting. I'm going to probably do a video about it in the near future here. You all know who this is, right? Can you guys type in the chat box who this, what should I use the term? Incompetent? Another incompetent? I don't even know if I can use the term leader. So let me see what you guys type in the chat box. Can you? Oh yes, you're right, Bon. She's the PM of Italy, Meloni, Giorgia Meloni. So that's where Georgia Meloni. So what happened here? It's been reported now that Italy faces the specter of demographic collapse. Complete collapse. And here is why I'm going to give you the figures and you reach your own conclusion. In 1964, Italy recorded the birth of about 1 million births. 1 million in 1964. In 2022, it only recorded 393,000. 1 million in 1964, 393,000 birth in 2022. But even with this birth in 2022, in comparison to 700 deaths in the same time. And this, pardon me, was according to the National Institute of Statistics. What made even this worse is that this incompetent PM, Meloni, went ahead and withdrew from the BRI, the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. It just shooting herself in the foot, economically making things even worse. And this is why I'm saying in my original question about the collapse of the West in general terms. So very, very interesting. And I'll intend probably might do a video on it. Here is something we don't hear much about. And I might talk a little bit more about this on the next platform. So what are you looking at? You're looking at demonstrations in Washington, D.C. This is where thousands, not hundreds, thousands of demonstrators rallied and marched in Washington, D.C. on Saturday to demand an end to the Star of David's deadly campaign, military campaign in Gaza, which is almost ended now over 100 days. So the event was led by the coalition of pro-Palestinian and calling for permanent ceasefire. So this is what we don't hear much about it. Even here in the US, they're doing it. The mainstream media is not addressing that at all. So, and the last one is I'm gonna keep this for the next platform. There is a reason why, because there are certain information that I intend not to put here, but I will put it over there. So please make sure to join me as soon as this is over, within the next 20 minutes or 25 minutes or around that time. So this is what I'm going to be talking about for this particular one. So let's get into our topic. President Hage Kingo. Let me share a picture with you guys. This is President Kingo. He's lashing out. Actually, I use the term lashing out. You know, the Western media is putting it under the term of urging Germany. There is no urging Germany here. He's lashing out because if you understand the history of Namibia and what Germany did, fascinating. So he's urging Germany to reconsider its involvement, citing the historical context of Germany's acknowledgements of the word G in Namibia, which it did in 2021. This is what I'm going to be detailing more. For here, I'm going to just provide you a big picture about all this. Or of course, if you go back in history, what do you find? You're going to find that some atrocities were committed in Namibia. And I'm going to get into this. So Namibia rejected Germany's support for the Star of David's possession at the ICJ, the International Criminal Court, where it faces charges of, let me type it for you guys, because you need to, so funny. Oh, they took it out. Okay. It's not allowed to be said. So anyway, that's where it is. Namibia is challenging this one here. So, but before I'll do this, let's share some geography about Namibia, because you need to know a few things: where Namibia is, and also why it's important for you to know. So let me share the screen with you. Let me remove this picture here, guys, and we'll share the screen as far as the map of Namibia. And I'm going to be talking also briefly about the history of Namibia. Here's Namibia here. Let me raise this one up a little bit so you'll see. I don't know where all this commercial stuff showing up here, but in any event. So Namibia is a southern African country located on the southwestern coast of the continent in the southern and eastern hemispheres of the earth. It shares its land borders with 4 African countries. It is bound by Zambia and Angola to the north, South Africa to the east and south, Botswana to the east, and a small stretch of Zambezi River, less than about 200 meters, separates Zambia from Zimbabwe. So, and the Atlantic Ocean borders it to the west. This is what's interesting about Namibia, the location of it. So, but its history, it's very fascinating. So the history of Namibia is not well chronicled. It's isolated geographical position, limited contact with the outside world until the 19th century. That's how old back it goes. So you're looking at explorer, missionary, traders, conquerors, and settlers. Sources are neither comprehensive, notable for accuracy, or unbiased. Another word, you cannot definitively say that the historical record is this way or that way. That is the reason why. But for us, for the sake of just learning a little bit about Namibia, suffices for us to say that the first conquerors in southern Namibia were the Nama. This goes back to the principal peoples in southern Africa, 17th century to the 19th century. They had a larger clan system with inter-clan alliances and pastoral economy. So closely linked usually is independent rule, where the Damara, which is a people from the Central Africa whose cultural or whose culture combined pastoralism, hunting, and copper smelting. That's where they were involved in as far as economy. So now you think about where Namibia is. In early Namibians were the San, S-A-N, which is our nomadic people with a survival oriental culture that was based on hunting and gathering. So, and as I said, mentioned earlier, there were some scattered clans that formed where the country is particularly. So there is not a lot that is known historically about Namibia, except that there were certain tribes, scattered all over the region. Of course, till between the 17th and the 19th century. So this is what's important for us to at least understand this part of the world. So there are some other images which I'm not going to talk about here. I'll share them with you, but I will talk about them on the other platform. So you got this one here also. So for now, we'll stick with our topic here. So here's what happened. Namibian president expressed deep concern over Germany's shocking decision 2 days ago, rejecting South Africa's moral indictments before the International Court of Justice against the Star of David. So, and basically what Germany did, it announced that it will intervene. Listen carefully, guys. It will intervene as a third party before the court to support Star of David. So Namibia referred to it as what it's called the first, the word G, of the 20th century, which was committed by Germany in Namibia between 1904 and 1908. So this is where the challenge of all this, and makes you just wonder now, is the president of Namibia's appeal to the German government to reconsider its inappropriate decision to intervene as a third party? Because the big question that begs, or the question that we need to ask is, did Germany forget its own history? Because that's a common sense question to ask. Did Germany forget its own history? We all know what happened, right? And all of a sudden, it's doing the same thing. This is what I'm saying. The collapse of not only Germany, which already struggling economically and politically, with this, it makes it even worse. And I intend to detail a few other things on the other location as I move forward. As a matter of fact, for me to be free in talking, we're going to head out to the other location because I'm holding so much. Guys. I need to share with you over there. Please bring your question with you, and we're going to talk about this in the other location. All right? Oh, let me see. Thank you here to JF. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you can join us on the other platform. Once again, I put the platform for you, the link to the platform in the description. And let me share it with you one more time here so you can go there directly. And it takes a while, so make sure you log in immediately. Copy hyperlink. And you can go there and check it out. Okay, so I will see you there, guys, shortly. All right, as always, remember, geopolitics impacted daily life in more ways than one. Till next time, or soon. Bye-bye.